Well, it's exciting. I mean, GP is kind of a dream job for me. You know, as a coach, I've coached a little bit all over. I was in Florida for a couple of years, out in Middle Tennessee. I coached for a couple of years at MTSU. But I'm from East Tennessee. I grew up just down the road from Gatlinburg-Pittman. Seen firsthand Coach Hammonds, Benny Hammonds, coached for 45 years, built a great program there. It's a special place. Our community supports us like no other. We've got great administration. So for me to settle down, I told them, a lot of people say, well, we have you as long as we had Coach Hammonds. I said, I'm not going to be coaching when I'm 85, you know. I said, I'll probably be gone by then, but I'm really excited. I'm planning on finishing my career there. I love these kids. These kids are great. You know, I've worked with these guys for 3 years now in the weight room. Some of them I've been their position coach, coached them on special teams, and so I'm just excited to get a chance to be their head coach and try to keep our tradition of excellence going.
Yeah, they talked a lot about how you wear the blue and gold prouder than anybody. What gives you that pride?
Well, it's easy to be proud of what we've got there at Gatlinburg. We're very blessed. We're very lucky. Like I said, I mean, we get great support from our community. I don't think I've been anywhere where you get really all the support that you could ever ask for. Anything that you need, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call somebody, and no pressure. Nobody's coming up and saying, "Hey, coach, you got to win this one now." We expect. They just say, "Hey, we're behind you," and it's a great place, unlike any that I've been at. And of course, we're lucky, live in the Great Smoky Mountains. You know, the mountain thicket there, Hammond Stadium's in the shadow of Mount LeConte. We're so blessed. We've got great facilities. So, I mean, I tell our guys all the time, I say, you know, you guys got a lot to be proud of. And so we try to take care of our facilities, take care of what we got, work hard, and just represent our program with pride.
How much does that view sweeten the deal of being the head coach?
You can't beat that. I mean, it's a great office to be in every day. And of course, we built our new field house about a year and a half ago. I think this will be our second full season, our new field house. Now it's done on the end zone there. And so, you know, I can sit in my office every day and look out, you know, where everybody in America tries to come visit. And so it's beautiful. This is beautiful. And of course, sometimes I forget too. Of course, growing up just down the road, growing up in the mountains, I guess, you know, a little bit like everybody, you take it for granted sometimes. I can't tell you when the last time I've been up in the park is. I'm always at the field house. Yeah. So, but it's beautiful up there. And like I said, we're very, very blessed.
You obviously had a lot of talent on offense a season ago.
Yes.
Now having to replace a bit of that this season. What's the challenge of kind of getting those younger guys up to speed so you guys can maybe pick up?
It is. It's a challenge, but what we've done from Coach Hammonds to Coach Rain to Coach Wagner, we set our standards. We set our standards high. That we're going to go to work every day. Every senior class that we've had has done a good job showing those young guys how to work. These seniors are no exception. And so it's not a big class. You know, we've got about 8 or 9 guys that are going to lead the way. But we've got some really talented young players as well. And so, you know, I've heard that a lot. I've been the O-line coach up there for the last 5 years. And so we've had some really good offensive linemen that have come through there. I've had a couple of college football players out of that crew. And so every year, hey, how are you going to replace so-and-so? And I said, well, we'll get there, you know. Hey, it's through the weight room. We establish that standard of excellence in the offseason in the weight room. We work our guys really hard. We push them over the summer. And it just seems like somehow we get there. Of course, we've got a great staff of assistant coaches. Those guys have always, you know, they've been my friends and colleagues the last 6 years. And, you know, now I kind of got to wear a different hat, got to be the boss a little bit. But I've got one of the best staffs there is around. And so it's a group effort. One of our mottos this offseason is it's not about me. And we talk about, hey, it's not about me as a new head coach. It's not about any one person. It's not about any assistant coach. It's all of us together. And we pull together and try to make it a group effort. And that's usually how championships are built.
How would you evaluate this team at this point today?
Well, they're making good strides. So, you know, again, we've replaced every skill starter on offense, our entire secondary. So that's a tall order. But we went 3-0 yesterday at the Knoxville Classic at Powell. And so I felt like our young secondary guys, our young receivers really took a step growing up yesterday. Starting a sophomore quarterback, there's always going to be some growing pains, and you can't expect those guys to be perfect. But they're both making good strides too. Got 2 guys competing for the quarterback position. They both got great things they bring to the table. You know, we'll figure out who takes the first snap probably that week we play Seymour.
There was a lot of excitement around this team a season ago, especially on offense. How do you hope to kind of live up to those expectations this year? I know obviously it's fun and you're talking to guys around Alcoa, but obviously it's not very friendly once it's getting time. So how do you make sure that you're kind of meeting those expectations that new fans are hoping to get used to?
Well, even though that's the goal, is to be back in that third round with Alcoa, which is how we've ended our season more than we have it since I've been up there at GP. We last 2 years we've won 22 games and 4 losses, 3 losses to Alcoa. So, I mean, that is what it is. Right now, we've moved to Region 1 a year ago. In the reshuffle, we won that region. And so that's where we start is, number 1, we want to repeat as Region 1 champions. And then number 2, before you can ever get there, we got to start, Seymour is our week 1 game. That's one of GP's oldest rivals. They were rivals for a long time back in the 80s and 90s, back when Seymour and GP were kind of the same size. We picked that rivalry back up a couple of years ago, and it's been fun. Of course, I coached there for a couple of years, got good friends there. It's one of those friendly rivalries, It's just fun to go play the game and everything. So right now, we're focused the next 4 weeks, getting ready to play Seymour.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.